Hey, RBK Nation, RBK 2, Real Boxing Knowledge 2 is in the house. You got yours truly, RBK. You got the great Dee Clagon and the illustrious Antonio Norman in the building. Tonight we got ESPN Plus featuring Jamal Herring and Shakur Stevenson. So it's fight night on Real Boxing Knowledge 2. We're going to chop it up, break it down, tell you what our predictions are for the fight, and basically give you a full scope on what you can expect and where the expert boxing professionals like those at RBK are coming from on tonight's festivities. All right, we about to chop it up. You want to lead off with it, Norman? What you looking for tonight from Mr. Shakur Stevenson and Mr. Jamal Herring?
Man, I think it's gonna be a beautiful night of boxing, man. I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight for either one of them. So the way I see it, I'm leaning more towards Shakur in the fight, just simply because I think he does a lot. Man, he does a lot of things correct. I like the way he fights, man. He just seems like he's an all-around fighter to me, man. I picked Shakur as one of the best fighters out of all the young fighters coming up.
See that? You see that, Carlito? What we talking about?
Yeah.
Saying, right?
Yeah.
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 It's just something about him.
Say it again.
It's just something about him, man.
Oh,
just
yeah.
about the way he fights, man.
He does have that it factor, doesn't
he? It looks like it.
What you got on it, D? What you think Jamal and Shakur gonna put together?
Like Norman said, he does have that. Shakur is definitely one of the best coming up. I've said him and Haney. I did say that. I said him and Haney. Mm-hmm. Those are the two guys you got to keep your eye on. Don't get me wrong. I like Hearn. But at 35, his legs, you're gonna have to keep up with a young man in that ring, and that young man has a very good boxing IQ.
Sir.
High boxing IQ.
Yeah, very high.
What's amazing about Shakur is his age. He's such a young man to be as skilled and as poised in the ring as he is. I mean, the kid has the kind of confidence like a seasoned veteran, only he's a baby.
See? Yeah. Yeah, you see that?
So
Andre Ward in his corner. He got a couple of people in his ear.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he been learning from some good people. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Ward got him straight. He was hanging with Crawford for a minute too.
Right. So he picked up some pointers from him. But what I was saying before, Norman, you wasn't around for this one. Hearn has Amir Khan in his camp, and that's smart because Amir Khan, hands is fast, feet is fast, good movement. People clown him. They say a lot of foul stuff. Oh, he gets knocked out. That's not what he's there for.
Right.
That's not what he's there for. So to have him in that camp with Hearn, that's a good team right there. It's going to keep him sharp.
Sharp as that boxing IQ.
Yeah, it's going to keep him sharp. That's why it's going to be a tough fight tonight.
He's been working with Crawford too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I heard working with Crawford.
You can't. I mean, that's great. That's great sparring right there.
You know, the one thing Jamal Herring has going for him besides experience and maturity is he's got guts and heart. So I see Jamal more than willing to take that beat and turn this into a real war, because that's something that we haven't seen Shakur in, is like a really brutal, you know, your eye got swole up,
right.
People can't even hit Jamal.
You got to catch him. You just said it. You got to catch him.
You got to catch him. So I think the keys to victory that give Jamal Herring the best chance at a victory and holding on to his title is he gonna have to take that butt whooping and see if he can't gut check Shakur Stevenson. See if he can't force Shakur in an uncomfortable brawl, because we don't have any history really of Shakur, gutting through a straight up knockdown, drag out, murked up type fight. We haven't seen Shakur even really get tested, his chin tested.
Right.
I mean, nobody's really caught him, and they can't hit him. So I mean, I guess if he continues to be able to perform at that level, he's gonna sail right through most of his fights, just like Pretty Boy Floyd, knocking people out, jacking them up, and he says he's the next coming to Pretty Boy. So
he on his way.
Yes.
Definitely on his way. I mean, I would rather him had the Oscar Valdez fight than it be Hearn. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I knew we wasn't gonna get that. I knew we're not gonna get that.
No.
I agree.
Yeah, we ain't getting that.
I would have loved to see that too.
We ain't getting that, Norman. Yeah, we asking for too much, Norman. We're not getting that.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and I like Oscar. Don't get me wrong. I like him, but
yeah.
I was telling Carlito the other day that there's some fighters that you are gonna avoid, and Shakur and Haney, those are the fighters you're gonna try to slip and slide and get away from.
Yeah.
So word is this is Shakur's last fight at featherweight. This is the last one, or super featherweight as it were. Who do you see signing up, ready to go ahead and chat? Because he'll have that featherweight. He's gonna end up vacating that belt. He's going back down there. Yeah. This is just a statement fight, pretty much. Coming out party, pretty much. But he wants to challenge for the lightweight titles. So he's got to get, he's got to get in front of Haney, or he's got to get in front of Teofimo Lopez. How do you see Shakur Stevenson fight versus Teofimo? How do you see it versus Devin Haney for the WBC title?
Devin Haney ain't no walk in the park. We're gonna get that out the way.
He's not.
Now Teofimo, I think Shakur would be happy to fight Teofimo. I don't think he got a problem with that.
Right.
Devin Haney though, that's a tricky fight right there.
So you don't see Teofimo Lopez being able to catch Devin Haney, not Devin Haney, but Shakur Stevenson like he caught Richard Comey?
No.
Just some
technical fighters. Nah, definitely not. They're technical fighters. They don't get caught with punches like that, man.
Nah.
Yeah, Comey got caught with that punch because he's strong and he's reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna get in there and man up with Teofimo.
He's strong and he's reckless.
Yep.
He comes forward. He's a strong, come forward, reckless fighter. That's a setup.
That's a recipe right there.
That's why Lomo's gonna walk right through him, and I'm not gonna be impressed by it unless Comey stops him. That's the only way I'm gonna be impressed. Anything else, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, that's normal. I feel you on that.
There you go. That's the best way to put it. Yeah, it's just normal.
Richard Comey gonna be in the Matrix, lost in the Matrix.
Yeah. If he knew how to box, he wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, if he knew how to box, Carlito, he wouldn't be. If he knew how to really box and wasn't reckless with his punches, then it'd be a different story. But they setting that up.
He's on the awkward side too. He's not like a savvy slick guy. That's not what he is.
You want a Lomachenko and a Shakur Stevenson in the same ring. That's what you want. You want to see somebody get tested? You want to see Shakur get tested? You want Lomo and you want Stevenson in the same ring. And you want Lomo, you want Devin in the same ring.
Shakur Stevenson versus Lomachenko is a classic.
Yep.
We might not see that though. They done train together. They know each other pretty good.
They do, and they have.
Yeah.
You're right, Norman.
You're right. You're right about that. That's sad.
Okay, so we're basically is Shakur looking at, he rolling with Ward. Everybody was scared of Ward and ducked in.
Yeah, they
Ward couldn't get a decent fight for a long time.
Yep.
Everybody avoided Andre Ward. Now Andre's protege is sitting up here, and is he headed to Duck Central? Is he headed to not being able to get a real fight made at lightweight because everybody's running from him?
Look, man, you said it before on Carlito too. When you cornered, you ain't gonna have a choice. They're gonna, after a while, they're all gonna be cornered. There won't be no more side dudes to fight.
Yeah.
They won't be able to find nobody. It shouldn't come to that, but they ain't gonna be able to find nobody.
So I can see Teofimo. This is what we expect, or this is what I was thinking. I see Teofimo vacating his belts and running off the 140 to challenge for the light welterweight title, probably versus Regis Prograis or maybe a Mikey Garcia fight.
But isn't he already at 140?
Who?
Teo, he ain't at 140?
No.
No? Oh, I thought he was at 140.
They're trying to get him. He got all them belts down in lightweight. He ain't no light welterweight.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. So but I see him vacating all of his belts. It's gonna get hot. I don't see him fighting. Devin got all in his face.
I would move up to 140.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If he was my fighter, I'd try to rush him and push him to 140 to fight Josh Taylor. And let y'all be mad at me. I'm being honest with y'all. Let y'all be mad at me.
Yeah, that make a lot of sense though.
Yeah.
That make a lot of sense though.
But see, here's what the problem is.
Haney.
Devin ain't gonna sit there and not fight and not have any fights. He's gonna go right on up to, and I think, you know what? I've been watching Devin sparring. Devin's man strength is starting to come on. And I can only imagine that would be rushed if they move him to light welterweight. So at 140, I think Devin is a grown man ready to rock and roll with all of them skills, with all of that talent and power. Devin Haney, I could see him shutting them all down. And he, you know what? I know in as much as Shakur, I'm kind of lost with, where Shakur is going. Is he going to just end up moving up the lightweight? Everybody vacates titles and he gets a slew of little fights that end up having him holding all the belts down there, while Teofimo and your boy Devin Haney roll up to light welterweight and start making a whole new genre up there. And, that Josh Taylor fight, that Mikey Garcia potential scrap up there at 140. I think Mikey would find himself in better company at 140 as well, because I don't think he can really hang at 147.
Me neither.
Yeah, that wasn't his weight. That wasn't ever his weight, man.
That was never his weight. He looked a little rusty in his last fight.
Mm-hmm.
People talking about he should have taught. He lost focus. I just think that too much time passed by, and Mikey wasn't in that ring. And he was rusty because he has the best camp. His brother's off the hook. You know what I mean? His brother he got Bam Rodriguez in there. He got Ortiz in there. So he's around good fighters. Mikey slipped because Mikey wasn't prepared. And it took him too long, man. He's been off almost, 2 years.
Okay,
yeah,
so
man.
With all of this going on, fellas, is Ryan Garcia just lost in a whirlwind trying to figure out where he's gonna shake out?
I don't think Ryan want to be a boxer, man. Seriously, I think he want to be a cop or a social media sensation. I really don't think he want to do this, man. He can
I don't even bring his name up.
Yeah, he can get in some fights where he can make some money, Carlito,
right?
And support whatever he's trying to support. But
yeah, I'm not gonna bring your name up unless you deserve to be in a conversation.
Right.
Ryan Garcia's name don't even deserve to be brought up right now.
That's real. Yeah,
he did nothing.
That's real. That's crazy. That we feel that way because he's a young fighter and everything. You know what I mean, Norman? And look how we feel about him. Like,
yeah, like he got.
Did you want to fight Manny? That didn't happen. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You want to fight Tank? That didn't happen. You got too many stories for me, man.
Yep.
I don't believe nothing he say until the bell rings
There
and
you
he's
go.
in the ring. I don't believe nothing he say.
Hey, I agree with Dee.
Yeah.
So what about your boy Tank? I mean, is Tank gonna stay up at junior at 140 at junior welterweight, or is he gonna slink back down and battle Shakur for the lightweight division? Because that's a huge fight. I saw the belts Teofimo vacates. Haney,
I saw Tank spot Tio.
Shakur versus Tank would be.
Yeah, it would be. But I saw him spot Tio and
yeah, we beat Tio up. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he beat Tio up. He had his pop speaking Spanish to him and everything. That's how you know. That's how you know you getting it when your pops got to talk to you in Spanish.
Yeah, you don't want to say.
So if Tank fought Shakur, he got to deal with somebody who's gonna have a hell of a jab. And you seen what the jab did with Leo. Leo jabbed the shit out of him.
Yeah, he did. And he took it. Hence, what Jamal Herring is going to have to be prepared to deal with if he has any chance in this fight tonight. Jamal is going to have to go ahead and take that outclassing, that butt whooping, and do something to see if he can test the heart and test the intestinal fortitude that Shakur has not been tested. We haven't had to look at a fight where he had to, grind it out, where he had to, sit down on his punches and just be in a dog fight. We haven't seen Shakur have to deal with nothing like that, and that's where Jamal has to take it.
Carlito, you keep saying you said Shakur at 130, right? You know whose name is never mentioned at 130?
Who?
Chris Colbert.
They don't even talk about Chris. Chris is a dog.
See?
Chris is a dog. Chris is like, you know what? I keep finding myself referencing Sweet Pea Whitaker.
Yeah,
but a lot of these guys look like they must be studying Sweet Pea.
He's like a Zab Judah, Sweet Pea type of fighter.
With that determination like a Zuma Nelson. Like he gonna walk through the hot coals to get where he gotta go.
And he likes to showboat. And he loves to showboat. And he loves to dish the pain out, man.
You know what? That boy fights so good, I ain't even gonna joan him on his pink hair, man.
Yeah, right.
I ain't even gonna joan that, brother. Okay, you get hair, dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's nice.
He is nice. That would be Brooklyn versus New Jersey. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm still going to stick with Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I am.
I think D hit a point though. I mean, I know you're saying Herring's gonna have to make a dog fight out of it, but like D said, I think it's gonna come down to what D said, man. That age and his legs.
His legs, man. His legs, man.
He ain't going the distance, is what you're trying to say. He gonna get out because he old.
I mean, this is Shakur. This Shakur Stevenson he fighting. It ain't Frampton.
No.
So that
we said that.
Yeah. So that when you watch that Frampton fight, that you know what I'm saying, when he put that right jab out there and follow with that straight left, that's not gonna work all the time against Shakur. And then he hit Frampton with that 30, 40 times.
Yeah,
yes, he did.
It's not gonna work in this fight.
Yeah.
So honestly, gonna have to.
I told Carlito I didn't think he was gonna beat Frampton. See?
Yeah, he did tell me. Yeah, you said
I told him I didn't think he was gonna beat Frampton. And he beat him badly, Norman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. That combination was working. He couldn't get away from it. Knocked him down. I was like, okay.
And he looks so much bigger than him, height-wise and weight.
Yeah, Frampton, he did.
That was crazy for me.
Has Frampton retired?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
If you take an ass whipping like that, you should.
Yeah. He was like, the blueprint is out on me now. Forget about it.
Yeah, Shakur ain't little, man. Shakur ain't no little fighter.
No.
It ain't gonna work that way.
And Frampton got away from that fight. He didn't want to fight Shakur. He got away from that. And don't get me wrong, I like Frampton, but he didn't want to fight Shakur. That was a smart fight. This fight Hearn. That was probably his way out, but you see what he got him, right?
Yeah.
Imagine what Shakur would have did to him on that night.
Ooh-wee. That wouldn't have been pretty.
Man.
Yeah, he thought he was fighting two guys in the ring.
I think Pacquiao took a page out of Frampton's book with the exit strategy, but I think picking Spence wasn't the smartest thing he could have been doing.
Who's that? Manny Pacquiao?
Manny Pacquiao was looking for his exit strategy pretty much.
And that eye happening was the best thing that could have happened to Manny.
Yeah.
He made fun of Spence. They could say what they want to say.
Mm-hmm.
You think you gets beat him? Spence would have body and washed Manny, and they would have been mad. He would have washed.
You know what, man? Let me tell you something about Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is crazy, man. Manny Pacquiao will fight any welterweight out there.
Yes, he will.
Any welterweight. Like I was saying, man, some of them fighters like that, them great fighters, you got to beat them out of the game.
Yep.
You got to put a beat down on them.
Yeah. Yes. He going out on his shield if he's going.
Yeah, man. He ain't running from no top welterweights. That's how he want to go out. I got respect for him.
If he would have stuck around and Paul Williams would have stayed at 147, he would have fought Paul Williams.
Yeah.
You know, he would
crazy like that.
He would have.
He fought Paul Williams.
That's heart right there. That's that's major heart.
Yeah,
you know,
and I take hands down. I take nothing away from Manny, but Spence would have beat him. He'd have beat him just as bad. You know what I mean? Yukas was easy. You know that was
that comparatively, you're right.
Gave him an even beat down, but Spence would have tore him. Spence would have tore his body up, and he would have manhandled him. And he would have took those punches from Manny. He would have took those punches from Manny. You see what he took from Porter? He took those punches and he still kept coming through.
He kept coming forward.
I'm mad Porter didn't get at Manny. That's what I'm mad. I'm mad Porter didn't get a chance.
Yeah, they sparred each other. I don't think Manny I don't know, something about, man, when you spar that long with somebody, seem like you don't never see them fights happen.
Yeah.
Right.
They know each other, so it doesn't work. Man.
Yes.
So, where in the world did Manny get thigh calves?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where did he get thigh calves?
You mean as far as how big they are?
Yeah, Manny's calves look like somebody's thighs, man.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, it's like I never knew, Asians had it like that. Not like that,
Me
neither.
That was odd. He had them socks pulled up over him or whatever, but I mean, if he didn't have the most mechanical almost looking calves, man. I mean, that's where your strength comes from. That's where
your power comes.
Your power,
power from.
Mm-hmm. And so no wonder he could move up so many weight classes. He got Hercules.
He does. He do. He got tree pump.
That's kind of unbelievable, though, man.
I'm on the unbelievable side.
I don't think. I ain't never heard of nobody.
I bet his mama nor his daddy got calves.
Divisions, man. That's ridiculous.
8 divisions, huh?
Yeah, man, that's ridiculous. Man. 8 divisions. I'll bet neither one. I bet there is no genetic marker where his mama and his daddy are running around with calves that look like Lou Ferrigno.
No, not at all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Not at all. And he hit hard. He hit hard. He
hit hard as a bus.
Ask Cotto. He hit hard. Ask Zab Judah. He hit hard.
Yeah, Cotto couldn't believe how hard he got hit.
Yeah.
Why did Cotto keep getting hosed with all of these special people?
Yeah. And
Margarito was knocking the crap out of him with plaster in his glove.
Yeah. And he was one of my fighters that I really liked Cotto. Like, he was one of my fighters. Like, Mayweather said that was his toughest fight.
Yeah.
Miguel Cotto was, man. Yeah, Miguel Cotto is a fantastic technical boxer.
Yes.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Fantastic, bro. Next generation, he was.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
So predictions, outcome and round. What you got for Jamal versus Shakur Stevenson? Jamal Hearn versus Shakur Stevenson, D. What you got? Prediction, round, and outcome.
On this one, man, I might go with a decision, man. I may go with Shakur decision in him. I don't know if Shakur got knockout power to knock him out. I don't see that. So I'm gonna go with a decision to go to Shakur. A decision.
12 rounds.
Yeah, it's gonna be 12 rounds.
Okay. No early stoppage. No.
Now, I was thinking that, but I can't say that. I can't say that right now after seeing who he had in his camp. I can't. I might have to go with 12 rounds. I don't see Shakur stopping him.
Okay.
Hearn don't look like that type of person that's gonna quit. They're gonna have to throw the towel in.
Yeah, and they will. They'll probably throw it in. What you see, Norman? What outcome and what round do you see Jamal Hearn versus Shakur Stevenson?
I looked at their size, man. I looked at how they looked at the way. Shakur is a big guy, man. You know, little bitty guy. He even makes Hearn look small. So I'm like, all right, let me see
okay, I got to see that.
I'm like, what kind of game plan they gonna have here? I'm thinking Shakur gonna come after him. I think Shakur's gonna press the issue in this fight and make Jamal fight. He ain't gonna fight going backwards, I don't believe. I was leaning on the same thing Dee was saying, a decision, but I'm gonna go out of my way. I'm gonna say Shakur's gonna stop him in the later rounds.
Okay.
Give me a round, Norman. Give me a round.
Yeah, give him a round.
Give me a round, Norman.
Last time Carlito was the closest, he said 5.
Yeah.
So I was nowhere near that.
It's gonna be a chess match, I believe, man. I'm gonna say maybe the 8th round.
All right, 8 is good.
Now I'm gonna give my round and my prediction. Shakur will stop Jamal Herring, and he'll stop him early in the 8th round.
You said early in the 8th?
Early in the 8th round, Jamal at that point will be tired. It'll be clear. His heart, his Marine heart, that jarhead soul is gonna be out of his body, and he'll be ready to.
We got them both at 8. We got them both at 8, and then meet 12 rounds.
Yeah, I can see the 12 rounds though. I can see that also though.
He may quit. I mean, I can see that 8
the
also.
Towel. I'm looking for the towel to get tossed into people just love him, you know.
Frustration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he's frustrated, he's gonna give up.
Yeah, I see his corner just throwing a mercy white.
You gotta think about it. If he's frustrated. Remember the last fight? He was frustrated and he left it alone.
Yeah.
And we criticized him for that. So see, y'all might have me on this one, but I'm still gonna go with the 12.
You're gonna go 12. Okay.
That's a good prediction though.
So we got two 8-balls and a 12.
2 8-balls and a 12.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
All right.
8 ain't bad. It's not bad.
Not bad. I mean, you know, he had a good run. We saw him get down with Frampton, so he had a good run.
I told Carlito, November, whatever it is, with Cotto, with Canelo and Plant, we might have a 4th window.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we might have to have a 4th window.
Who was you thinking about, D?
Man, anybody who wanna give me the heat, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it, man. My feelings ain't gonna be hurt. I'm all for it. I'm all for anybody. I keep telling these guys they need to subscribe. You really want to get at me, you ain't got to tweet no more.
Yeah,
right here.
Just get on here. Bring the noise. Bring the noise.
Yeah, you can give me the business. I'm saying it. RBK too, baby.
Absolutely.
Right here, come on.
So yeah, everybody.
Get 6 windows if you want.
Yeah.
We get 6 windows if you want.
Yeah. We're gonna encourage people to come on and
come on down,
battle us and bring, you know, whatever opinion they might have. So we totally welcome that situation. There are a couple of guys on our Facebook, RBK Nation, that I wanted to bring on.
Right.
There's a couple of them because I know they're good and I know they have the goods. But, you know, the only thing I'm looking for is, you know, these guys, one guy in particular, I invited him, he didn't show up. So I ain't even gonna say his name or nothing like that. But we wanted him in here. Right. But the only thing is we want chemistry. We want to make sure that we have good chemistry. We don't want you know, that fabulous stuff. Just real debate, you know, not talking about male body parts and all that kind of.
Nah, we don't. We don't need that. We got
nothing interesting about that. Y'all see all the women we put on the page.
That's right.
We are, you know, pro chicks.
There you go. There you go.
So, yeah,
but what you gonna do, Carlito? You gonna have to give me like the link, man, because every time I talk my talk, man, I'll put it up. I'll put subscribe. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Come on out.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Come see me. You know what I mean? Come on out. Come see us, man. It's all good. It's all good energy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So where are both of you guys? Where are y'all sitting on Plant, Canelo? Because Andre Ward just predicted that Plant is gonna knock Canelo out. Where are y'all on that? Canelo Plant.
I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot, though.
Really?
Saunders was supposed to knock him out. Smith was supposed to knock him out too.
Saunders, yeah.
Saunders, Smith. You know, so I'm, like I always said before, I like Andre Ward, but he throws shade as much as possible on Canelo.
Canelo, he does.
Since he's seen what he did to Kovalev and how his career is going.
Right.
So
I just wonder about that. Kovalev came out and said that was a money fight, like he just basically.
And I don't doubt it, but he was winning the fight with a jab.
He was.
See, I want to just be honest here. He was winning that fight with a jab. He was making Canelo look terrible.
Let's dive into this real quick because Kovalev knocked Anthony Yarde out with a jab. At no point did I see that jab in the Canelo fight coming from Kovalev.
Right.
I didn't see the jab that knocked out Anthony Yarde.
Carlito, they be scared to release a lot of stuff that they say they ain't gonna do when it's against Cotto, man. I mean, when it's against Canelo, man, because he will catch you. He will catch you, man. And when you get hit with that punch, man, it just changes your whole game, what you said you was going to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what I wanted to do. And then you just, you change the plan.
Mm-hmm.
You change the plan because, like I said, Cole was beating him with a jab. And I was like, damn, man, it keeps going and it keeps going. It keeps going and it keeps going. And then Canelo just boom.
Hey, Carlito, just think about it, man. Just go back and think on some of Canelo's fights. There's been plenty of guys that have been beating Canelo with the jab, putting the jab up, but what eventually happens?
Yeah, they get caught.
Yeah. Canelo finds a way to close that distance on you, which he gonna do.
Right.
Yeah.
With that head movement he got, you're gonna stick that jab out there and you're gonna get caught with something.
Look at Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs looked excellent against Triple G, right? When he fought Canelo, he was throwing punches and Canelo was under him the whole time. It was just embarrassing.
Yeah, he missed so many punches fighting Canelo, it wasn't funny.
There you go. There you go.
I like that. None of that was on purpose. I think Kovalev fought like that on purpose. I think Callum Smith fought on purpose like that. I think boy Jacobs, Tom did it too.
And I ain't mad at you for that. You would when you fighting somebody that great. Everybody's saying exactly what you're saying, Carlito. I ain't gonna take that away from you. Everybody that ever tweeted, they always say, yo, those guys threw the fight. That's how good he is.
Okay, so y'all really believe that?
Yeah.
Carlito, Daniel Jacobs was coming for Canelo's head in that fight, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he had Brooklyn on his back. He had Brooklyn on his back. It just didn't work out for him.
You know, I consider that. I just, man, and we haven't seen Jacobs doing nothing since, have we?
Ain't nothing.
I mean, is the money that good? Or was the butt wasn't that good? You just knocked him out of boxing?
Look, you saw Smith in his last fight knock a dude out, and everybody was like, oh, yeah, 175, he back. Look who he knocked out. When he was in the ring with Canelo, soon he got touched to the body, game plan out the window. That's what happened. Your game plan goes out the window.
You know what? I'm going to say this. I don't remember any fight where somebody got their bicep knocked off. So Canelo got to be hitting pretty hard when you think about it. He has to be packing some serious power.
Look at Saunders.
Saunders
was fighting a good fight. He was beating him.
But you knock somebody's bicep off, you got to be hitting pretty good. And Callum nearly lost his bicep in that fight.
Yes.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's probably gonna make y'all laugh.
Okay.
But this is what I heard. You know them same gloves that Tyson Fury was wearing?
Yeah.
Canelo done wore them a couple of times.
Oh, wow.
The horsehair gloves where you can feel the knuckle. Yeah, I'm serious.
No kidding, man. That's
Ask Amir Khan.
Yeah, he had him on versus Amir, huh?
Yep. Amir said before he even got in the ring with him, he said he saw the gloves. He said he knew exactly what he was coming to do.
And you saw where he left him at in the middle of the ring, right?
Oh yeah, stretched out in a coma. I mean, I didn't
going up, and he still was laid out.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that fight. I thought Khan could do what he was doing, which is just pot shots.
He was beating him.
Move. Yeah, he was
yes,
out boxing.
Carlito, he was beating him. He was beating Canelo
he was
too.
Out boxing, but you knew at some point he was gonna get caught. And
what Norman says, he knows how to cut that distance, and he's gonna catch you. Ask Plant. Plant's gonna find out the hard way.
Yes, that's what's gonna happen.
He's gonna find out the hard way, and he's gonna have all the excuses in the world. He's gonna find out the hard way because he doesn't box better than Saunders or Smith. Nope. He's faster. He looked good with all that dipping, but he's not experience-wise. He has never fought any of the fighters that Callum Smith fought in that tournament. Mm-hmm. And he's never fought, and I don't think he's a better fighter than Saunders, period. I just don't. I think he moves better, but he's not a better fighter than Saunders. And he's going to find out the hard way. He should have took a Danny Jacobs fight. He should have fought Gabe Rosado. He should have fought somebody worthy of saying, now I'm ready for Canelo.
So what is Canelo's apprehension versus David Benavidez?
I think he'll beat him too, and I like David. I think he'll beat him.
But he won't fight David.
David fights like Jared. What is it? Hearn, right?
Yeah, Hearn.
Yeah. That Foreman monster style where your hands are not completely up, all your body and everything is open, man. Canelo will tear David's body right up and then finish him. And that's what's going to happen. Canelo don't want to fight another Mexican fighter, but David's going to talk his way into that fight and watch what's going to happen to him. He's going to punish him.
While David Benavidez had the 168 WBC title, while he had it, Canelo was dead silent.
Yep,
so they stripped him. Canelo ran up in there. Now he's interested in making this fight.
And I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't think he wants no smoke with David Benavidez. I really don't. I think he's avoiding that fight. Period.
He did say he don't want to fight a Mexican, so I'm not gonna disagree with you. I know it's crazy.
I don't think Benavidez would be able to beat him.
Too slow.
I'm like Dee. I like Benavidez. I think he's gonna be spectacular. Wait till he finally get his shot at something.
Right.
But I don't think Canelo's the kind of person that he's gonna win a fight against. I don't think so.
Me neither. You know what, Carlito? Know why I asked you? Who do you think can beat Canelo? I think
David Benavidez beats Canelo.
I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's ready for that fight.
I think he literally outclasses Canelo. I don't think Canelo would be able to block all of them shots coming at him, because the one thing that you really don't see, you see people trying to outbox Canelo, but you don't see anybody coming in the ring with the intent to beat his ass. And that's exactly what David Benavidez would be doing. Triple G came in there with a plan to take his head off. He came in there with a plan to take his head off and beat him. Triple G came in there with that plan.
I agree.
He took punch for punch, back and forth.
You know what? Triple G was past his prime and still made a good fight versus Canelo.
I mean, man, I know everybody keeps saying that Triple G was past his prime, but let me ask you something. Who was running up to fight Triple G? Nobody.
That's right. I'm like
Triple G was the boogeyman of the middleweight division.
When I forget what that guy's name is. He hit him on top of his head. Oh my God. Yeah. He was a knockout. Dude was out of there.
That's why I hold who fought Triple G? Jacob. That's why I hold Jacobs over Charlo, because Jacobs got.
Yeah, I give Daniel Jacobs props.
He's the only one who stayed in front of him and was giving him the business.
Yeah.
And he don't even throw accurate punches.
Who? Which one?
Jacobs don't even throw accurate punches. So, come on.
Miracle man.
But he went and he fought him. He went and he fought Triple G, though. He went and he did what he had to do. And after he fought him, Charlo and them never stepped up. Boo Boo
They're
never
not coming in that ring.
Never ruined it. They didn't even want to fight Jacob. Yeah, they didn't even want to fight Jacobs.
Nah, they really did.
Far the division. Now he's looking at 175.
Yeah. I want Jamal to move up to 168 now. That way he can, being a world champion. This would be a chess move, because if he being a world champion, he's got mandatory status if he moves up. So that means the winner of Plant and Canelo is recently in the news saying he wants the next fight to be Jamal Charlo.
He gonna whoop Charlo, man.
He gonna whoop him.
He gonna whoop Charlo.
And I'm gonna be right here telling y'all he gonna whoop him.
Charlo.
I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna just wait and see on that one. I think sometimes styles make fights.
That's true.
You can get up for certain fights. I can see Jamal Charlo getting up for that fight and just being on point and looking for the knockout and on that jab, but looking for the knockout. So I think that is the formula. If there's a formula to beat Canelo, and I'm talking by stoppage, you must be on your jab, on him, but looking for that knockout the whole time. If you on him, block, on him, and then
Triple G hits harder than Jamal Charlo. So when Jamal opens up to hit him just as hard as you saying, Carlito, I guarantee you Canelo's going to knock him out. He's not going to be able to take the punch.
He won't be able to handle it.
His chin ain't Triple G's chin. And that's the only difference. But you're saying, I definitely agree with you. Yeah, he's going to be on that hunt to take Canelo out, but he can't take Canelo's punch. I saw what he did to Triple G, and Triple G gave it right back to him. I was like, dang, a regular guy would have crumbled when he got hit by Triple G. He would have crumbled. Canelo
would like to see that fight occur a lot sooner. Like everybody's hot on Mayweather for not taking Manny sooner. Like back in 2010, they think Manny was on a different.
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. Them saying that. Only thing they can say is, to me, he ducked Costa Zoo. That's it.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Nobody else. Everybody else he took on. He ducked Costa Zoo.
Now I will.
I will. Hold up. I go with Carlito on the Paul Williams. He could have fought Paul Williams.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I tell you somebody that I definitely think he ducked. But it was at the end of his career, so I ain't gonna give him no slack. But he could have fought Keith Thurman instead of Andre Berto. That was offered to him.
I agree.
He took Andre Berto. That was at the end of his career.
I agree.
Hey, man is intelligent. One time was where he needed to be at that time. He was ready.
Yes, he was.
Take nothing away from him. He undefeated.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He fought smart. He fought smart. Yeah. I agree with you on that, Norman. He could have left Andre Berto alone and definitely went with fighting Keith Thurman.
That ain't the money move, though. So I understand. Right. I understand where Mayweather going, man.
Right. Could have easily did that. He could have been an 8th division champion if he would have went in different directions. You know what I mean? But he did what he wanted to do.
Odd that he never was undisputed.
He never unified. He never was undisputed champion. Come on, even Zab Judah was undisputed.
Yes, sir.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Zab gave Mayweather fits for a hot minute.
Yes, he did. Because he sparred with him. See, that's that sparring session. Sparred with him. So he already knew what he was up against. Zab never gets over the hump.
Yeah, that is that you hit that dead on the head.
He's wilder at sometimes. He won't get past that. You know what I mean? He revert back to a same style, and that's what usually puts him in his situation. I always said he should have always got rid of his trainer, which is his dad. No disrespect to him, but sometimes you just need a different look. He never had a different look till later on in his career, and it was too late.
Yeah, I used to be on the Zab Judah train, man.
Yeah.
I remember when he ran into Costa Zoo. If I'm correct, they were going to unify, or was that for undisputed?
That's for undisputed.
Yeah.
And man, look what happened.
See?
got hit and did the chicken dance, man.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. No one will never forget that, Norman. I spoke to Zab when he fought because I was doing his shirt for him to come out in. And I said, champ, when you gonna get him? He said, I got him. See what happened, right? Balderman got him.
Yeah.
And Zab is a way better fighter than Balderman.
Yeah, way.
That's
all about training, man. Training and being full. If he was dedicated like how Mayweather was dedicated, he would have been undefeated.
That's true. Problem. I agree.
For a left-handed fighter, he was a problem, and he had speed.
He had he had everything. I don't understand what he got caught up in.
Adrian Broner. Same thing.
He used to clown a lot, man. Zab clowned a lot, man.
Yeah. Your entourage, man. Your entourage and your focus, man. It'll take you, when you ain't around the right people, Carlito, it'll bring, I don't care what you do in life. It ain't even got to be boxing. If you ain't around the right people, man, they taking you with you. They going to take you. Yeah. He wasn't around the right people, man.
Man, so what about Broner Ortiz Jr.? What about that fight? Broner versus Ortiz Jr. For
if you was a promoter, Carlito, man, I'd be proud of you. But just Broner now, it's just not a good look because he's not 100%.
Yeah, but it's a
great, not 100%.
It's a great entertainment fight.
Yeah, after being beat by Maidana, he was 100% after that fight. He still could have been that guy.
Right.
He's just not that guy right now, man.
Right.
He has talent that everybody wants.
Yeah, that's true, man.
He has talent that anybody would want to accept. Anybody would want those hands.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, come on, man. He would have been a threat right now at 135 with these young guys in there right now. Yeah, you know how interesting it would have been? You know how much money he would have been making to fight a Devin Haney? A Tank right now? His name ain't even mentioned.
If he was focused, yes, sir.
Yeah, he got all them legal problems now, too.
Yeah.
He's just...
Come on, man. The direction, these guys don't have no focus, man. They don't have no focus. No different than right now when Mikey doing what he's doing, right? He put his career in his hands, which you should, which is a beautiful thing. But every time, everybody's not Mayweather. He put it in his hands, and look what he's coming up with. He should have never took that loss.
Yeah, that's going into that Spence fight, man. We already knew where that was going.
He shouldn't have took that fight either.
That was
I don't know what he thought he saw.
Yeah,
but he shouldn't have took that. What was he saying, Cardi? What did he see?
Stars.
Yeah,
he saw stars.
Yeah, what was he thinking when he said, "Yo, this is the fight I want to take"? Like, I definitely want to fight this guy. Why? You thought he was slow? What did you think?
and you know, one of the things about Errol Spence that gets overlooked is the last few fights he's had, he took the style of his opponent and beat his opponent with his own style, just matched up. And I think he had a real attitude with Mikey Garcia saying he was going to outbox Spence. So Spence just wanted to show him, no, you're not going to outbox me. And he just boxed him for 12 rounds.
Yes, he did.
I think it was even a favor to Robert Garcia that he didn't stop him and because I think that would have ended Mikey's career.
I think so too. When I watch Spence go into the backyard of Kell Brooks, and you know how hard it is, Norman, to be in the UK, and you know how they be again. You know how they the best fans in the world. I say this all the time on the tweet. They the best fans in the world. You understand what I'm saying? He went over there and he took that belt.
They'll follow you to the moon out there.
Yeah, he took that man's belt. He beat that man.
Made him quit.
To his knees. So he quit in his backyard and brought the belt home.
That's a statement right there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't see the talent level of where Kell Brook was. I don't see that talent and at that level being any better than what Crawford has going for himself right now. I see talent-wise, you can draw a parallel to Kell Brook, where he was, even after the little injury that he had, we're just talking pure talent. Talent-wise, a big welterweight, okay, you know, I don't know if we could, I guess you could call Crawford kind of grown into his 147. Crawford could actually move up to 154.
I knew he was going to say that. Yes, he can.
Yeah, Kell Brooks was a big welterweight.
He was a big welterweight.
Yeah, he was big,
he
man.
got handled with all them skills. He was, giving everybody chocolate brownies with it. Spence said, "What's that? Chocolate brownies."
Well, you gotta look at what he went through, man.
Yes, at 154.
He done took on Triple G. We already knew.
Once again,
that's a tough fight, man.
Why would he take fights like that, and you don't get guys like Jamal taking those fights now? See, this is what I understand about boxing. Mikey with Spence, him with Triple G, but yet you got guys sitting on the fence like Boo Boo who won't fight anybody. They keep saying he can't get fight.
I don't know if that's what it is or if people won't fight. I mean, look how long Boo Boo has been trying to get Billy Joe Saunders in the ring. Can't get the fight. Can't get Canelo. Can't get Jamal Charlo. Can't get
Danny Jacobs. Why?
Nobody wants to fight Boo Boo. I don't think it's Boo Boo avoiding people. He can't catch a break.
No, I don't think he's avoiding nobody at this point. I think that he sat on the shelf too long. Because if you think about it, Saunders and Boo Boo are the same characters. Saunders sat on the shelf for a long time too, until the Canelo fight came through. Had that Canelo fight never came through, he'd still be undefeated, and he still will be taking chances with these guys like a Murray, Martin Murray. You're not fooling nobody. Look at Chris Eubanks. Who has he fought?
Yeah, that's a good question.
All he's doing is like everybody else tweeting, "Yo, I want to fight Triple G. I want to." Yeah, because you waiting for him. You waiting for these guys to get up. Why you don't fight Danny Jacobs? Why you don't fight Boo Boo? Why you not screaming Charlo? These guys don't have the heart, man. They want the money. They don't have the heart to go in there and do what they got to do. They just don't.
Well, I think this Shakur and Jamal Herring fight, I think this is a heart fight.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Hearn wants to right now Shakur Stevenson. You hear me? He wants to beat, if he beats Shakur, man. See, we all keep saying that Shakur gonna do his thing. What if Hearn beats Shakur right now? There's so many possibilities for him.
It's possible.
He's gonna call up Oscar Valdez is gonna be right at his doorstep. He beats Shakur. He's definitely gonna want to fight him.
Yeah. Oscar will have cojones that big. He'll be ready to go. Yes, I want to fight Jamal.
Yeah. Chris Colbert to come out and want to fight Hearn. There's possibilities if Hearn win tonight, man. It's possible.
Yeah, that's definitely possible.
Man, it's possible. Grit, man, grit. Dig down and grit. You got to have that Carl Froch grit. Carl Froch used to dig deep. That's why he used to beat so many different fighters.
Yeah, he wouldn't quit. He fought for 12 rounds.
He didn't care. He didn't care. He had heart. That's why people don't understand in the UK. Saunders will never be a Carl Froch. Carl Froch will fight anybody. He was a dog. He'd fight anybody. You got to have that type of attitude. Not wait for Canelo all day. Everybody can't have a Canelo fight.
Man, I'm telling you, Carlito. I'm gonna say it on here. Canelo, I don't look at Canelo as ducking any of those guys that you named.
None.
Those guys should fight each other.
Yes.
They should be fighting each other, man.
Easily. But they won't, because if they do and they lose, they go that Canelo fight.
Yeah.
They're out of the Canelo race. Huh?
Yeah, you shouldn't think like that. You should think, I'm gonna watch this dude anyway and still get the Canelo fight.
Yeah, keep going. I'm gonna beat all these guys and get the Canelo fight.
Canelo's doing it.
The Charlo's been calling him out since 2014, man. For me, it's no excuse.
Well, then how come they don't fight some of the top guys in their division?
They don't. They really don't. They really don't. Since they've become
Canelo, you got Canelo getting ready to be undisputed. He doing his thing. You know, them guys need to fight each other in that division.
At 160, Norman, why isn't Jamal saying, you know what, I'm going to fight Triple G, then I'm going to go fight on.
I don't think Triple G will take the fight. Honestly, Triple G has been turning them down. I mean,
how can we force these dudes then? How could these belt holders, how can we force them? They should be. It shouldn't be no more Canelo fight. If you win 160, you should be fighting to be undisputed at 160. That's it.
Yep, new division. I believe that.
Yeah, 154, you fight to be undisputed like Charlo was trying to do, right?
Are y'all expecting Canelo to remain at 168 and defend undisputed title?
No.
Nah, he's probably the great fighters move up, man.
He's going to move to 175 and he's going to wash Beaver.
Oh,
I can see that happening too.
I can't wait for that.
See, D on the same train I'm on, man.
Yeah, he's gonna watch him. And
wait.
people is not no
evil fight. You know what?
He's not no evil fight, Norman. He's not no easy fight. He's no suck.
No, Bivol is the business.
Yes,
he got heart,
but
and
Canelo's gonna be up for stuff.
I believe Bivol is undefeated too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Peter BL.
Yeah,
both of them.
And Bivol has offered to come down to 168.
Yeah,
it'll happen. That fight will happen though, Carlito. Give it a second. It'll happen.
Let my man be undisputed first, though.
Yep, it'll happen.
Yeah, then he can come on down
here. Stay at 168 and defend that title because I want Jamal to come up to 168.
Look,
these kids are hanging out at 160.
Charlo versus Bevel be an excellent fight. Do it at 168. Do it at 160. These guys got to fight each other. Carlito, I'm tired of hearing about Canelo.
I'm tired of looking at these cab driver type fights. Now, Plant is not a cab driver.
No, he's not.
No, he don't have a resume, but he is still not a cab.
No, he's not. He's not.
So that's a simple question.
I'm with Ward on this. I think he has an opportunity to do what nobody. Because I think Plant's back is up against the wall because short of like Benavidez or something, where does he go? Or because I like Dee said, I think Canelo might go ahead and vacate the undisputed. He may vacate and go run off. So he don't have to face the. I don't see that as a positive. If your next fight is softer than what you would get in your division, that's like ducking 2021 style. If
what you gonna say, Norman?
If who you go to is softer than who you would have faced in your division, like whoever's undefeated or whatever, you just stay right there. What's wrong with cleaning out your division?
Nobody wants to do that.
Absolutely nothing.
Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. They don't want to clear their division out, man.
Nope.
They want a Canelo fight.
That's it. That's all you hear.
They want a Canelo. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. I understand the money for a fight. I get it. But everybody can't fight Canelo.
No.
That man has his own agenda or whatever. We can criticize him. But
his agenda is legitimate.
Grown man.
He has a legitimate
agenda.
Yes, he does.
So you want Canelo? That ain't even your weight class. You want Canelo to fight you instead of going for undisputed?
Right.
That's kind of cuckoo. That's kind of cuckoo.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? How they justify that, Norm? They've been waiting since 2014. Boo Boo's been waiting and calling them out. Everybody. The only one he picked out.
You said 2014 though. Hold on, Carlito. You said 2014, right?
Yeah.
What was going in between that time? There's other fighters.
Exactly.
Canelo wasn't even a man then.
What they waiting on? There's plenty of fighters out there.
Yeah. I might have to check to see if Canelo in 2014 was at 154. I'm serious. Nah, man. I can't get him a pass, man. I can't. That's just suck. They just doing sucker shit. They sitting and waiting for a payday. Like Saunders did. He waited for a payday and got beat. Smith waited for a payday and got beat. Cole waited for a payday and got beat. Y'all want that zero? Y'all gonna lose that zero. To get bigger zeros. Y'all gonna lose that zero
that no more, dude.
It won't. Man. It won't. You can't. 160 is a division that everybody is ducking each other. You got too many. You got everybody a champion in there, and nobody wants to be undisputed at 160. Wasn't Bernard Hopkins undisputed at 160? Come on, man.
Yeah.
They milking it, Carlito. They milking it.
They trying to make them careers and make all that stuff last.
They gonna wait for Bernard Hopkins to come back to 168 and want to fight Canelo. Come on, man. It's not even fair. Y'all should be fighting at these belt holders. They should be forcing them to fight at 160. It should be a round robin with those three dudes to fight each other. Triple G is playing games. Nobody don't want to see him fight this dude for the WBA. I don't care about that.
Yeah, nobody cares about that fight.
Nobody cares about that. Boo Boo's still waiting on who he's getting ready to fight somebody I don't know. And what is Charlo doing?
Charlo is
Canelo got him scared. Canelo got him scared.
He need to be trying to get up to 168. He don't need to be down there messing around. He need to go ahead and move up. That way his brother can go ahead and do what Canelo is doing. Make undisputed.
Canelo got them
and
scared.
Vacate that stuff and move up to
so
160 and take the place of where Jamal is.
They need to hit him with that tournament, Carlito.
We've been waiting, man. We
want them to fight each other.
One Super 6, man. What is that? We should have that going on constantly, man. Once a year.
Was beautiful.
Yeah,
that was beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah. What y'all want? Y'all gonna wait for Canelo to come all the way back down to 154? What y'all want? Like, come on, man. He can't do it all.
Like they're waiting on that. Like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, you can't keep waiting on the Canelo. There's so many other fighters, so many other matches that can be made, and they just not made. 160, man. Yeah. 160. We're already shooting at the 154. We know what we got to do with that. Those guys got to have a rematch. Something got to happen with them because 154 got good fighters in there.
Yeah,
they do.
So is Jared Hurd washed up now? Is he just out? Him and J. Rock Williams, are they just out of boxing? What's going on, man?
Hurd is a very limited fighter, always was. I don't know why he uses the word swift, because he's not fast. He's durable. He's not fast.
Yeah. So it should be durable.
Yeah, it should be durable.
Jared Hurd. Durable Hurd.
He should remove that tattoo and let Danny have that.
Yeah, no doubt.
And he should move up to 160. He should move up to 160.
He's a big guy. He could probably go to 175 with no problem.
He probably could too. He is a big guy, man, for real. J Rock, I think J Rock, man, losing Bernard Hopkins trainer, it kind of like changed the game for him because that dude has all the skills hand wise. He's definitely a Philly fighter. He's a Gabe Rosado with better skills.
He got skills though. He
got skills.
So
but you don't get over the hump.
Is Jaime Munguia just trying to avoid a Charlo fight at 160?
Also. Yes.
By picking that Rosado fight?
Yes.
He don't want no smoke with Jamal, so he done found some other reason not to be in a title fight.
He's a fight away from losing, and they know it, and they're holding on to him.
Yeah.
They're holding on to him because they already know, like Rolly, that he's gonna be expendable. Once he's in there with the big guy, he's expendable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, money's gonna be lost. You're gonna lose money, Norman. You're gonna lose money, Norman, if Munguia's in there with the wrong guy.
He put it out there. He put it right there out there in front of you. That's definitely what it is.
Yeah, he don't want no smoke at all. That's all that is. And they keep trying to save face, but
come on. Right, exactly, Carlito. That's exactly what these guys is doing. Like Munguia is a fight away from being beat if you put him in there with the right person. And when you put him in there with he's fighting Gabe, you get the right Gabe. If Gabe come on the right night, they're gonna find out the hard way. And I hope it's that night too, because I'm dying for Gabe Rosado to have a title. I've been following him for years.
Benavidez is training Rosado now. Y'all know that, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, David Benavidez is training Gabriel Rosado. They work it out and get
Norman, I hope he gets that belt. I'm telling you, I hope he gets that belt. If he don't beat nobody else, I hope he beat that guy. Because the last person he fought, they just knew Gabe was going to get another loss on it, and he surprised that dude. He held out and he surprised him.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, and that's what you need for boxing. I need Gabe to get that belt, just to shake that division up at 160.
Shake it up, absolutely.
Gotta definitely shake it up.
Yeah. We need that. So.
All right, fellas. This is RBK Nation Fight Night. Shakur Stevenson versus Jamal Herring is coming up on ESPN Plus. Prelims start at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And the real fight will be like 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we are definitely going to be commentating after the fight, probably a day after though, because we're going to get our rest on and whatnot. But get your popcorn ready. It's fight night.
Fight night.
It's RBK with the great Dee Clagon, the illustrious Antonio Norman, and RBK signing out. Peace.
Peace. You got us off?